Hi, everyone. Welcome to our first day of the Women's Bold Rising 5-day challenge. My name is Dr. Camille McClellan, and I'm a transformational mentor, a medical doctor, graduated with my MD, and I'm a naturopath now. I'm in more of a holistic medicine. It's my passion. I'm also a transformational mentor, and I help women with autoimmune and other chronic conditions. I help them here in my private practice in Marietta, Georgia, and also all across the globe. We reach out to women with chronic conditions mainly, and we help them with a more holistic approach to their health and wellness. So I went ahead and decided to do a very impromptu video for you, just to make this experience very relaxing so everyone can really catch it, because there have been some women who's saying that they don't have time to watch the live video. So I went ahead and did a recording so you can really catch it at your own time. If you're working from home, if you're working, you have to drive back from work, you're picking up the kids or cooking for the family, whatever, you'll be able to have that time to watch this video. Okay, so I'm drinking rose tea today. It's very relaxing. I love warm teas. I don't really enjoy cold drinks. I actually enjoy a lot of warm teas, especially this time of year. And so we are going to go into our first day, our live. We're kicking off live today, our first day of the Women's Boldly Rising 5-day challenge. It is an experience that none other, because it's more of a holistic approach. Many people don't really understand the holistic approach to medicine. Even though they've heard it, they need to get that those words being said over and over again to really penetrate. So this video, we're gonna go into little detail about the deep understanding of holistic medicine, because it is something that I think we should all understand if you really are looking to get to the next level in your health and wellness. We did this challenge probably about a few years ago, in back in 2015, I believe, and it went very well. And we paused a little when it came to our challenges in the group. My father happened to pass away, and it was quite a struggle. He suffered for quite some time, and I had to take that time off in order to help. And then he passed away, and it took some time to get back on my feet and recover from it all. So it was challenging. It was a couple of challenging 2 years, but I'm back in the saddle, and we are going to take this challenge. We're going to do this more often in the group, and so you can really get the benefit of holistic medicine in its true nature. Okay, so since the time of dawn, as a child, I always wanted to passionately help others. I actually attended Marquette University of Dental School, actually. Before I went into medicine, I went down that road of dentistry, and I knew, like many people, taking the wrong turn. I was in my 20s, very early 20s, straight out from college, and I just knew that I was made for something bigger, So I ventured in to dentistry, didn't really enjoy it much, left a couple of years early, and then I went into a master's degree, and I received that from University of uh, Barry University in Miami, Florida, and I went to biomedical sciences. And then there, I really had that enjoyment of really understanding that I just wanted to get to help others recover from their health and take it to take them down a path that really is beneficial for them. And I went into medical school, graduated from there, and I never looked back. I went into holistic medicine instead of conventional medicine because I graduated with an MD degree, a medical doctor, and just knew that there was something bigger and better when it came to helping someone recover because I love conventional medicine. That's where I first started. But uh, as you know, you're in this group and you're wanting something much bigger for yourself. You're wanting something that can help you really in a bigger way because there's symptoms that are still lurking for you. And that is something that I wanted to take to the next level. Alternative medicine, natural medicine, holistic medicine. People throw that name, those three names around quite often. And it basically is the same. And as opposed to conventional medicine, looking at the uh, person in many compartmental ways, uh, holistic medicine looks at the whole individual. And that is something I wholeheartedly believed in and wanted to give my patients and my homeopathic patients and clients the benefit of actually recovering rather than suppressing their symptoms with other complications that might affect them later down the road in their health and healing. So that's where I am now. We founded our company, McClellan Natural Health. My husband and I, Brett McClellan, he is also part of our company and our private practice. And we are there now in the trenches, and that is what we do on a regular basis. So let's get into a little bit about what we're going to touch on in this uh, session, this challenge, and the first day. Okay, we are going into mind body consciousness. And what I mean by that is really owning your own voice, becoming the true person that you are meant to be, and getting rid of all the emotional baggage that keeps you halting and staying stuck in the same place that you've always stayed for quite some time. Because I know you've heard this maybe often, but you don't probably understand the gists of it when it comes to holistic medicine. In holistic medicine, there are deep layers that need to be removed or shedded in order to start seeing your symptoms, your physical symptoms, your mental health, the different symptoms, the different layers, in order to see those improvements. Physical ailments is actually the last part of your rebuilding or your transformation, where you will see those changes that is the last part. That is why it's very frustrating for people to understand what holistic medicine is and just attack the physical symptoms, but that isn't the case. You need to go a lot deeper to where all your emotional and spiritual uh, layers or wounds have been there for quite some time, and that needs to be healed first in order to heal or in order to improve your physical symptoms. So I hope uh, in that little light that you can understand what uh, holistic medicine is in general. Okay, that's just the tip of the iceberg. And so, in what does the meaning of owning your voice, what does it mean for you in your life, in your health journey, in what you've experienced in your life? What is your voice journey? Okay, that is something I want you to take a look at, sit in a room and try to figure out or find out where the root started for you when it came to your chronic condition. Many times, an emotional disconnect or an imbalance in the body can often cause problems later on down the road to lead to physical symptoms. We are all understanding that now. Research is also being shown, yes, it has and is being shown that that is something that it can actually affect you. So that is important. Your past wounds, overcoming grief, self-doubt, releasing all those, different events and situations that actually cause you pain. So think about those things, reflect on those things, and come to an understanding as to where and how and why and when this all began. Write that down and meditate on this. This will give you an insight on your particular individualized journey that you are going to take through these 5 days of this challenge, okay? And in this fast pace uh, we live in, sometimes it's hard to relax, sometimes it's hard to stay calm, and you feel overwhelmed and you're juggling things in life, okay? And could be quite daunting for all of us. So we tend to lose our voice. And when you lose your voice, you tend to lose everything else after that. And physical symptoms start to arise. So I'm trying to help you understand the beginning of what holistic medicine, especially homeopathy, because that's what I'm certified in and that's my specialty. And that is something that we really hone in on when looking and analyzing a case. In my private practice, that's what we do. And we try to understand the person from a whole, looking down on or looking in on who they really are. This is something that is lacking in conventional medicine. This is something that I wanted to journey down because, being a sort of an investigator, and if you are like that too, you want to understand and analyze your individualized journey. And this is something that I think will give you the guidance that you need. Now, when we wear different hats, when we are on any day or any given day, this tends to cause havoc on our mind, our body, our consciousness. Okay? And this can really cause a tailspin and affect our optimal health. And we tend to lose our voice in all of this, especially if you suffer from physical symptoms. And I know just from the answers and the questions that hundreds of you are in here, I got a good evaluation of who you are, and I've known you, many of you, been here for a few years now, and that is something that is if you're suffered from physical health, this is usually you're losing your voice as well, and you're unable to make rational decisions when it comes to your optimal health. You may be tail spinning and going in different directions and just not able to pinpoint exactly where you should go, where you should be. And this is a very good area to really get insight on your next step in your journey of your health and wellness. Okay, most people fail to really realize this since they think fixing your health should be solved by taking a cleanse or popping a pill or drinking or eating healthy. But this isn't it. It's really what is holistic medicine is it works. It doesn't work for all individuals the same way. Okay, it isn't an assured way of doing something like conventional medicine. You know, you take a pill for a certain type of situation for a certain type of amount of time, and then you get better or you get worse, and then you take another medication, and then you do this and do. It's the same thing for everyone. And holistic medicine isn't that way. That's why it's hard to really answer a lot of your questions when it comes to, is there a cleanse that can help me, that can help with most things, most chronic conditions? Not really. That's not really how holistic medicine works. It is individualized, specialized care that is, directed to you based on your specific symptoms, based on your emotional journey, based on your wounds, based on your suffering, based on who you are genetically made up, um, and on and on. So I hope I'm really giving you some insight here for our first day. Now, uh, an example of holistic medicine is our emotional health. Okay, let's just say our mind, body, consciousness. That's basically what I'm trying to give you a little insight on. And your emotional health remains one of the most important aspects necessary to maintain overall health. Your emotional health allows you to see clearly through the world, because once your emotional health is fogged, you really can't see. You really don't have that direction, you really don't have that path. And when you don't, you really make irrational decisions for yourself, and then you tend to lose your voice because you can't see. You can't see the forest from the trees. And this is something that we definitely help with a lot in our programs. We help women overcome these things from the very point at which it occurred. So allowing yourself the level head around certain circumstances and events takes place every day of your life. And that is the main deal that we're talking about. Being level headed and making rational decisions. And for a woman, we need this today. We need that extra guidance by having a clear understanding of what's really going on before we take our steps in our journey. And like I said, to function optimally in the world, um, with our emotions, it requires that you take a step back and look mindfully to create calculated decisions that can either be detrimental or rewarding in life. And we want that. We want to take the right steps. We want to have that positive effect on our lives. We want to be able to improve our symptoms, improve our health. We want to improve our health. Why? Because we want to improve our life. Can't have uh, a great life with no health, right? We all know this. And it keeps us back. It keeps us struggling for the next year and the next 2, 3, 4 years, and on and on and on. So we know this. And that's why our emotional health is the essential key to our happiness, our physical health, our well-being, and who we are in life, our voice as a woman, okay? And our spiritual health. And that is also extremely important when it comes to holistic medicine. When we think of spirituality, many people believe it has to do with religion. As we know, it doesn't necessarily have to. Whatever you believe in, whatever you stand for, you stand in it and believe in it, something greater than who you are. For example, however, it goes deeper than that. It goes deeper than that concept, right? Spiritual wellness can help you get through the tough times. You know, our spirituality can help us get to overcoming our emotional wounds, like, or grief, like, overcoming, like, for example, my dad's death. That's uh, reaching for your spirituality in some way. It helps you ground you and keeps sustaining you and giving you that fuel that you need to sustain life. So yeah, having that unique centering, um, depending on where you are in this world. So what is your practice? What is your spirituality? What do you, and I'm not talking about religion here, I'm just talking about um, journaling or getting to a deep substance of how do you ground? Do you do yoga? Do you walk? Do you meditate? Do you do gardening? Things that will help you connect to the world and be able to help you overcome a lot of the physical and emotional and wounds and struggles that we have as women. Okay, so that is basically the mind-body consciousness. That is basically the essence of what we're going to be traveling down for the next couple of days. Any comments, go ahead and reach out to me. Like I had mentioned, individualized care is key to your emotional well-being and who you are as an individual, okay? And know that this journey that we take is a life experience. Just take it like that. Take it one day at a time through your life journey. And it's important to get more and more grounded. This is so essential. I cannot stress it any more than that. If you want to improve your physical symptoms, and you're not getting the help that you need, you're not getting the improvements that you need, then you need to focus a little more on you. And you need to focus a little more on your holistic journey. You need to focus a little more on your individualized care. What is good for one person is definitely not good, may not be good for another individual. So remember that as well. Okay. In our holistic sisterhood transformational programs, that's what we do. We really help and focus on those type of things for women. So that is definitely something that I really, really want you in this program, in this challenge, to really focus on. We'll help you, we'll guide you through that, through this time. Post your comments, write down all the things that you are having difficulties with. We'll definitely get to it, contact with you. My husband will as well, who's the primal health coach for our private practice. On his part-time, he's a geologist on his full-time job, but this is our passion. This is why we went into this, is to help you get to where you want to be in 2020, okay, and beyond, because that's the clear reason why you're here, is to get that help, okay? So let's touch on some other things. So, don't accept, like I talked about, mediocrity when it comes to your health and wellness. It's important for you to become the best version of who you are meant to be. That's what I want for you. I wholeheartedly, passionately want that for you. Okay? Also, it's not necessary, and it's so important not to suffer in silence. I see this often. I see it in my group. Women are looking on, that's fine, silently, but aren't getting the help that they need. So take this initiative, this 5-day challenge, to really get the benefit of improving your health, and participate, because the participation will help you get some insight on where you need to go, where you need to be, okay? And going from practitioner to practitioner, again, is not something that it'll cause you to spiral. So it is important to take this time to this challenge, focus on the things that I had asked, the questions that I wanted you to focus on. I will also write it in the top of the video, so you can really take that time to, because this is an exercise that we do a little of in our programs, but we go into a lot more detail in giving you that exercise to start walking for yourself, speaking, owning your voice, and valuing who you are in this world, okay? And allowing negative emotions to rule your life, because that's something, it's very, very hard. I do know, I do understand, because I also had suffered from autoimmune thyroid Hashimoto's. And it's hard to not get down on yourself and allow it to rule your life. And that's something very, very essential for you to not focus so much on the negative emotions, okay? And playing a smaller game is also very, very detrimental when it comes to, you want to play a big game. You want to own your stance in understanding your health and wellness, rather than taking that same journey, walking that same fine line every day, every morning. It's like walking to school, taking that same path boring path every day rather than journeying onto something that might give you some, a better understanding of where you need to be and how you need to be, how where you need to be in this world, and not reaching your true potential as a woman. That's not where we want to be in 2020. We want to be where reaching for the skies, reaching for the moon. We need to get there, and we need to take that path. So this is challenge day one, to really give you the uh, that spark to really take that chance for yourself, even if it may be um, you're still unsure of, well, should I take this step or should I not? Okay, so the homework, and I don't like to call it homework. It's we're not in school. It's like a learning platform. This is a learning platform to assist you on the path to better health holistically. However, all the learning docs or the learning documents uh, are in the files, not units, but are in the files up above. If you scroll up on the right side, or is it uh, your right, your left, my right, and your left when you're looking on the screen. And it's going to be there, all the documents for you to do the assignments, okay? Uh, don't get overwhelmed. This is just a learning experience for you to get some insight on holistic medicine and where you need to be for 2020, okay? Because this is about you boldly rising. It's about you becoming a better version of who you need to be, who you desire to be, okay, when it comes to your physical health, okay? So if you can't find those documents, let me know, tag me in the comments below, and I will guide you. I'll actually do a video for you if you need to understand exactly where to get the documents, okay? Do the best you can, but the important thing is to participate, like, comment, answer a lot of the questions, post your own individual posts on what you're doing, whether you're meditating, what are you doing to really enhance your life these days, not just today, but maybe something that you do often. You journal, you write in books. What do you do? Let me know, to help you uh, get to the next level in your health and wellness. And like I said, in order to win, please do participate. Any questions, just tag me as soon as I can, and I'll get back to you. Tomorrow is day 2, and of our rising, Women's Boldly Rising. So please stay tuned to that. It's going to be even a video better than this. Okay. And what other things would I like to talk about in my housekeeping? Yeah, so we are going to be talking about, we're also at the end of our 5th day. We'll be giving prizes. We'll also be giving a scholarship or 2, depending on how much participation, because this is our first challenge out of for quite some time. So we will be doing more of these. This is just a sort of just a test kind of way, just to see which direction we should go when it comes to our challenges, because we love to do them. We love to help and serve and help women with autoimmune and other chronic conditions. Okay, so remember that we are also going to be giving away some juicy stuff. So remember to look every day for what needs to be done in order to get a good learning experience. And like I said, this is just a platform for you to enjoy. I really don't want to do homework again in my life, and I certainly know that you don't want to. So it's all about just learning a little bit of holistic medicine, giving you some insight on it, and most of all, helping you, serving you to get you to where you need to be, where you desire to be in the 2020 and the years to come. Okay, so thanks so very much for listening, and I will talk to you tomorrow in our day 2 challenge for Women's Boldly Rising. Thanks so much. Bye bye.